the most part, I thought the moment was incredible, and I personally love that. And I've been around the block in terms of being a pro wrestler and I grew up in this business, so I love this business. And what I felt tonight, and I've been a part of some really phenomenal professional wrestling angles. And as a kid growing up, we all have seen some amazing professional wrestling angles. I felt like tonight uh, stood beside all of those that were the iconic angles. So it was really.
I just want to reiterate one thing, and this would be my message to the WWE locker room. I understand and look, I brought this up on the channel before. There's, of course, just like last year, frustration if The Rock comes back out of nowhere and, he wants to change Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and everybody wants that match. And it got shot down because people were pissed, right? And they deservedly were. But overall, 90% of the time, Rock is making the right decisions. Rock is delivering what he should. And so, we covered a few videos about, people unhappy with this and people unhappy with that. And when you have a star as big as The Rock, you're always going to get those criticisms. It could be one person who's upset about it, but the media will blow it up. But we try not to do that on this channel, meaning we're not going to not bring you what is a report, but we try to balance it out with another report that is saying the opposite or giving our opinion on it and trying to give some balance. Because when you're, like I said, when you're the boss, right, the final boss, and you're as big as The Rock, you're going to get negative coverage. You're going to get, people criticizing you. It's just bound to happen. But if you're in the WWE locker room, like a rising tide lifts all boats. And the fact that now WrestleMania is going to have this big of a moment, and they just delivered one of the greatest things in the history of the company, right? In my opinion. Now, look, I don't know if it's the best moment ever, but this was up there, right? It's going to make WrestleMania bigger, not just for Rock, not just for Cena, not just for Cody, for everybody. Everybody. When people look back on this 20 years from now, they're going to say, man, remember that Elimination Chamber pay per view? You had that heel turn by Cena, Randy Orton returned, Seth Rollins screwed CM Punk, Jade Cargill. They're going to go through everything. Jade Cargill coming back and beating the crap out of Naomi. And just this era is going to be defined by moments like this. And everybody in that era is going to get credit for it. Just like the Attitude Era. You talk about Austin, you talk about Rock, you talk about everyone, but every name you tell me from the Attitude Era, every name you bring up, every name you name, I'm going to say that guy's awesome because he was in the Attitude Era. I remember it as a great time. Same thing is going to be for every superstar on the roster. So don't think short sighted about it. Don't think, oh, well, if The Rock's coming back and taking away my main event, that means I'm not a main eventer and this is this and that. Trust me, this is going to build it even bigger. And look, the big winner of this whole thing is Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is going to become an even bigger star by this. And in turn, wrestling is going to become even bigger. So phenomenal, phenomenal job. And once again, just because there are moments where The Rock steps in it or he uses his power in a way where, like, man, I don't think he should have done that, 90% of the time, he's doing the right stuff. So thank you all for watching.